Alright, so we're really just want my straps to show. So we really just want this to be something that's productive. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm Jasmine, and what I want to do today is talk about why I stopped eating poultry, fowl, meat, red meat, lean meat, white meat, basically meat. Okay, so first of all, before I even get into this, why don't you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the share button. If we're not friends already, i.e. like, yeah, we're friends in real life when we talk, or yeah, we interact online, but you're not subscribed, like, why not just take it to another level? So just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And then hit the bell notification so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video, because why wouldn't you want to? Thanks. Anywho, so for today's video, I wanted to just dissect and unpack why I gave up meat and poultry. So I'm officially a pescatarian, have been for, I would say, probably a year and a couple of months now. So I officially stopped eating meat February 1st of 2019. We're in 2020, right? Yes, 2019. So it has been quite the experience, but even like before that. So pescatarian basically just means that I only eat fish as far as like living animals are concerned. And it's really been an interesting process. I actually have friends that are pescatarians, and it's been really interesting just to like watch them on their journey and to watch them not eat fried chicken or not eat like turkey on Thanksgiving or not eat like, I don't know, just the regular foods that we all grew up eating. Growing up, like I always was like, it was normal. You go to McDonald's, you get a cheeseburger, you get fried chicken on Sundays. My grandmother would cook fried chicken. Everybody would come and eat. Like it was just normal, especially within like the Black community. Like that's how we hang out. We eat, you know, grill outs, barbecues, all the things. Don't even come for me if it's barbecue and not grill out. I don't know. Sauce, okay? Like sauce. But that was just normal. And so for years, I, you know, just ate it like a regular person. And it wasn't until I started having friends like around college time, which was about 5 years ago, and people started to explore different options, dietary options. And so I more so like, again, I'm a researcher. If you know me, I'm a big, let me ask a million questions, let me do my research, let me understand what does your normal look like, those types of things. And it really wasn't even until probably within the last few years that I noticed that, like, this might sound crazy to you, but I'll say it because I'm me. I felt like based off of what I would eat, it really affected my anxiety. It really affected like my nervousness and just all of the things. And so once I would eat like certain foods and stuff, and again, I'm not here to say that if you eat meat, you have higher anxiety. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. Don't want to be one, ain't trying to be one. So, okay. But I just think for me personally, it was more of kind of like this sobering reality of if I eat certain things, then I know I'm gonna feel some type of way, or I know I'm gonna feel upset, my stomach's gonna be bloated. I just did not feel good. And for years, I just ignored it. And it really didn't even dawn on me until, I don't know, I guess just a couple years back, it was just, I started to question my normal. I started to question like, what is normal? Why is this normal? Really just question the status quo. And I started to recognize that there are so many other ways that you can get nutrients and so many other ways that you can get protein. Because I know it's a big thing with meat eaters. Where do you get your protein from? And I think even as far as just like, again, questions, research, Pinterest is your friend, Google's your friend, like just asking questions, asking around, it just became more and more intriguing to me about, you know, pursuing a meatless diet. So I say meatless, even though I know pescatarian fish, but I'm just gonna say meatless, and that's really what it is, but whatever. So thinking about, I lost my train of thought. Got it. So thinking about as far as really, you know, taking the leap. So one of the things too is I grew up Christian, so I've been saved since I was 6 years old, but it was normal every year to do at the beginning of the year to do a fast called the Daniel fast. So if you're not familiar with the Daniel fast, basically in short, it's no meats, no sweets, and no meat, sweets, and like you basically are just eating like fruits, vegetables, and nuts for the most part. And for the most part, it's like a vegan type of diet pretty much. And as I was like older, I started to like, we would start to do like the Morningstar crumbles or the vegetarian crumbles or the vegetarian or vegan substitute and stuff like that. And I was just like, wait, hold on, this is actually really good. Like, this is actually fire. Like, oh, this is, I don't hate it here, I don't hate it here. And I think even for years it was, well, if I stop eating meat, then automatically I am saying bye-bye to flavor, which is incorrect. That's like not true. I love flavorful stuff. Like, I still have to work through my salt. It's okay, we're getting there. But just thinking about how, okay, is it possible to do something different? And I also, if you know me or don't, you'll learn that I am very much a, okay, this is normal, so let me do something else because I don't like being normal. Like, I'm just very non-traditional. Some people call me bohemian. Just kind of question the status quo and just do, you know, the opposite of what is normal, and that's fine. So I wanted to just explore other options. So as time went on, and honestly, I started to pray about it. I'm a big, like, especially over the last few years as I've matured, and we'll get into those details later, but even just maturing in my relationship with Christ, it was big. It was a big focus on, okay, God, what do you want me to eat? Because I don't feel good when I eat these foods. I don't feel, well, like I want to be around. And then I started to just think about like how mothers, which I'm not a parent, but you know, moms, I'll see or hear about moms having prenatal vitamins and stuff, or really being mindful, like, okay, well, let me start working out because I'm pregnant now. Let me start taking, you know, care of myself because I'm pregnant. Let me start eating better because I'm pregnant. And it's like, well, why are you waiting until you're pregnant to start eating well? Why not eat well right now? So I really think God convicted me in how I care for myself. And again, I need you to hear my heart. If you are a meat eater, that does not mean that you do not care for yourself.
I just need us all to just...
Because I feel like I have to overclarify. Okay? No, there are fat vegans too. That's probably rude, but y'all know what I mean. I mean, like, you can be unhealthy regardless of your diet. So I'm more so just challenging you for as far as your whole wellness and nutrition as a whole, okay? So again, for me, I got convicted in a lot of areas to just consider other options. And so I started to lose like a taste for it. I started to lose a taste for like meats and chicken and stuff. And it really just started for, you know, I just wanted to start trying other options and just see what this would really look like. So I was nervous about it. I was like, because for years I was like, nah, I'll always take my meat, my chicken, all of that. Like, I'm not ever gonna not eat meat because what? That's not even normal, because that was normal. In my mind it was, you automatically, you get cheeseburgers, you get steak, you get, and I never even liked red meat like that. You get the ribs, you get all of these things, and then like, if you don't eat that, then what do you eat? You just eat a bunch of sides. Like, what? And so again, dialogue and conversation with people, Pinterest recipes, YouTube recipes, and just really doing a lot of research. So I thought, well, why don't I try it, mixed with me just starting to lose my desire for meat overall. So about last January, I started losing my taste for meat. And it's so funny because when I started sharing with people, like, I'm actually like starting to lose my desire for meat, so can we have something else? And like, people didn't believe me. They were just like,
I think you're being dramatic.
Which I'm dramatic, like, but I was being serious. Like, I was being for real, and it wasn't received all the way at first. But again, I think people have started to realize about me is, typically if I say something and it's completely against this, like the norm, then I'm probably serious, because that's just who I am and it just is what it is. But it wasn't until like we went to my cousin's birthday dinner, and it was at a Brazilian steakhouse. So if you know a Brazilian steakhouse, you pay $50 to eat an endless amount of meats and sides and food. It's like buffet style, but they bring all these different meats around until you say no. And so I paid like, I don't know, $45, $50 to just eat a bunch of sides, and I kept saying, no, I don't really want that. I don't really want that. Like, I tried a piece of chicken. I was just like, I'm not really interested, and I left it on my plate. And then people around me were like, oh, you're being serious about this diet thing. And I'm like, yeah, I minimum want to start it. And then from there, February 1st, we actually did a fast at our church, which I honestly can't remember the details. So not sure, but it was meatless nonetheless. And we did it, and I never just picked up meat after that. I remember I had buffalo chicken dip for Super Bowl Sunday at one of my really good friends' house, and then I just didn't pick it up after that, and I just kept going. So I was completely vegetarian for a month, and then I tried to reintroduce salmon and stuff, which I'm bougie about my fish, so I don't eat tilapia because that's trash fish. Amen? Tilapia is trash fish. So bougie about my fish, but I reintroduced shrimp, salmon, and shrimp, salmon, scallops, even though it's like, I guess, like just various forms of fish, and I really liked it. And so that was something for me. But even still, I didn't want to prioritize, like I don't want to eat salmon with every meal. I wanted to really focus on how are vegans or people that are doing plant-based lifestyles still alive? Because in my mind, you die if you stop eating meat. But you die if you eat meat. Like it just, everything, like, rabbit hole. I'm gonna go to rabbit hole. But it just was interesting process. And I can honestly say, like, it has changed my whole perspective. It has changed like everything that I've ever really known. It's helped me to grow. It's challenged me. I think every once in a while I'm like, oh, I really would want like some fried chicken. But then again, there's like vegan chicken nuggets that I buy, and I recognize that like I even have to monitor my intake with that too. And I wanted to just focus on just being holistically more well-rounded with my meals. I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. There are days that I go get fries from White Castle with the cheese sauce and cheese sticks, and I sit and eat them. And that's really that on that. But there's other days that I'm knocking out the park. I got my quinoa, my spinach, my mushrooms, and my protein shake, and just so many things. And all around, I think it just comes with a balance. But I can say that I'm so thankful, I'm so happy, I'm so excited. I can't really tell you what the status is gonna be later. I have no really, answers as far as will I never eat meat again. Never say never. I've said never so many times and have had to backpedal, and I don't like backpedaling. So now I just say, not sure, but for right now, I'm not gonna eat meat anymore, so we'll see. And it's really just been fun. I think it's even challenged those around me. I live at home right now, so like my mom and my brother will ask, like, what are you making? Can I have some? And it's just really interesting, again, just to see what other options are out there and to see what exists. Listen, if being a vegan doesn't work for you, then don't do it. I'm not here to tell anybody to be a vegan if you're gonna just eat Oreos and french fries all day, because I'm not here for that, because I want you to thrive and I want you to be healthy and I want you to be around, because there's a purpose in all of us, okay? Amen? We all have a purpose. We all have things that God wants us to do and God has created us to do, and we can't do it if we're not around to do it, and that's where we get to participate and take care of our bodies and love ourselves. So if vegan ain't for you, girl, it's not for you. Enjoy your chicken, enjoy your steak in moderation, enjoy your ribs in moderation, do your thing. For me, pescatarian works, and that's really where we are. And it's been great, and I really love it, and yeah. I mean, if you guys have any questions or anything, ask them down below. If you have any recipes, please let your girl know. Bars, that just rhymed. I love when stuff rhymes. Anyways, let me know down below in the comments if you have any recipes, thoughts, questions, perspective as far as, an alternate diet. Let me know, because I am by no means a professional. I'm barely figuring this out. I'm like 5 minutes in, to be honest. So let me know down below. But as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, we already went through the list of things. We already went through all of the things, the requests, the asks. So go ahead and holla at me, holla at that, and I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, bye.